before Fidel Castro, who's 86.
Well, that was reaction from Cuba. Now, here's a reaction from around the rest of the world. Our reporter James Kelly has the latest.
Tears on the streets of Caracas. It's clear the grief is shared by many. The Venezuelan president was revered by his supporters. This man says of Hugo Chavez, "We love him. May you rest and may you see glory." Tributes from across Latin America were swift in coming.
Que luchó por su patria, por la patria grande como Simón Bolívar.
He fought for his country, for the great nation like Simón Bolívar, a friend who gave his entire life for the liberation of the Venezuelan people, the people of Latin America.
Latinoamericano.
I'd like to express our profound condolences and tell the Venezuelan people that after a hard and difficult fight for his life, President Chavez is finally resting in peace.
Today, as always, we must recognise that he was a great leader, an irreparable loss, and above all, a friend of Brazil, a friend of the Brazilian people.
Queremos expresar nuestro profundo pésame y nuestro profundo dolor.
We'd like to express our profound grief and pain for our kindred people in Venezuela.
Queremos decirles
We'd like to say to the family of Hugo Chavez that we want to give them a strong hug.
Darles un fuerte abrazo, nuestra solidaridad.
A la salud. No es solo eso.
The impact of Hugo Chavez's death is hitting particularly hard in Cuba, Venezuela's closest ally. An official statement said President Chavez had stood by Fidel Castro like a true son. The Argentine president, Cristina Fernández de Kirchner, said she'd cancelled all her appointments after hearing the news of the death of her friend and ally. She's declared 3 days of national mourning in Argentina. A contrasting perspective came from Washington. Hugo Chavez crusaded against US influence. In a statement, President Obama was already looking to the future. He said, as Venezuela begins a new chapter in its history, the United States remains committed to policies that promote democratic principles, the rule of law, and respect for human rights. The British Foreign Secretary William Hague has also issued a statement saying, as President of Venezuela for 14 years, he has left a lasting impression on the country and more widely. I would like to offer my condolences to his family and to the Venezuelan people at this time. What the future holds for Venezuela remains unclear. For now, its people are coming to terms with the passing of a hugely influential politician whose death will have reverberations well beyond their country's borders. James Kelly, BBC News.
All right, we can go live to Washington now and talk to the BBC's David Willis. And David, a very short, almost terse statement coming from the White House, an indication of how they regarded this, perhaps the most troublesome nation.